Should we go on air?
We are on air. We're going.
Wait, this is happening?
Yeah, it's happening. Is his mic on? Are you picking him up?
Is he even know what's happening?
Oh
my God, I didn't even know we were on.
We morphed into it, yeah.
Okay, we're on. Okay, we're on.
Yeah, we're on.
We're on. What even happens now? Now we have to speak differently. Have you talked to Heavy?
I haven't talked to Heavy, no. Heavy and I don't have a rapport, but I keep toying with the idea of like, because I'm having people fill Maddie's seat, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, because everyone, listen, I cannot go anywhere without someone bringing up Heavy.
Yeah,
I was on a podcast yesterday and someone's like, so Heavy. I'm like, he's just like.
He's bigger than all of us.
He's like the illest marketer. Like he's a genius.
He's
right?
bigger than all of us.
He's bigger than all of us.
He's bigger than us. He's in all of us. He's like Jesus or God, right? Yeah, he's like God.
He's a part of our DNA strand for sure.
God's the one who's in all of us, right?
Yeah.
Body of Christ?
Yeah.
Yeah. Heavy is God. God is in all of us.
You believe in God?
I don't believe in a prescribed God.
No, but you believe in like a higher power.
Yes.
You believe in like something, this is crazy why all this is here. That's what you believe in.
I believe that, here's what I truly believe.
Okay.
I believe that there's a power. I have to believe in something bigger than myself because I'm like a crazy neurotic narcissist weirdo. So I had to, this is sobriety shit because I'm a sober guy. So like you have to like put your faith in something, right? So yeah, that's part of the deal. But aside from that, I believe in the idea of like that there's some sort of natural plan. Like nature has some sort of plan. The fucking, what is a Fibonacci? What is it? The spiral thing called?
DNA?
No. The spiral that exists in like it goes from seashells to windstorms. It's called It's not the golden ratio. That spiral they show it in memes. Whatever. Nature has there's a grand scheme in nature.
Yeah.
Right. Like there's a reason why like when I don't know, one of the big wars, all the men died. And then the next generation.
He sounds so stupid. You're literally talking about. You're like the thing that's in the memes. Then you're like one of the big wars where all the men died. We're so dumb.
I'm so
tired. I went to bed at 4:30.
Me too. I went to bed super late, and
I'm exhausted. I never go to bed late.
Me either. I'm in bed by 11.
Yeah.
And I stayed up late last night. Because I usually
can't even hear you right now.
Dude, I'm so fucking tweaked. I usually am at the gym. I would be here from the gym or a hike. I'm refreshed. I'm like, I'm totally out of it. I'm fucking out. We're both out of it.
Yeah. No, I was just thinking, like, when we were doing this, I was like, when are we going to start saying anything? Like, nobody wants to watch this. Nobody wants to watch this part. We have to start again. No one. Does anyone want to watch this?
No.
How do you make it so people want to watch it?
We're getting it. People want to watch it. People want to hear it. Yeah, they want to hear this They want to hear people talk.
They want to hear us talk about how we know nothing.
They want to hear dummies pretend they know things.
Yeah, you're talking about God, and you're like, the war where the men died.
No, listen, I have a point.
I'm like, yeah.
No, listen. There was a war. World War I.
I don't know anything. I actually don't know. I don't know anything. All I know is the Holocaust happened in 1945. That's the only thing I know.
That's the only fact you've retained.
Yeah, and then like, it's when it ended. Oh, it's when it ended. See, I don't even know that, and I'm Jewish. Like, I know that Columbus was like a piece of shit, right? He stole the land from other people, and he came here.
Sure, unless you're an Italian, and you're like, hey, don't talk about Columbus.
Oh, okay. I don't. When was that? That was 1492?
That was in the 70s. Yeah, that was in like
that was in like 82, right?
Yep.
That was 1492.
He had a barracuda.
Right?
Yep.
I don't know anything.
Columbus came over from New Jersey in the 70s, and he colonized Los Angeles.
We should just do misinformation. We could just lie to everyone.
We could.
You can just lie and pretend you're smart. Can't you just like say you went, like when you're like trying to get a job, can't you just be like, oh yeah, I went to Harvard? Like how often are they checking?
My friend did that.
Really?
Yeah, you can grift. Everyone's grifting.
Really? You think you could get away like being a doctor without
No, but there's that kid that was doing that.
Oh yeah, Catch Me If You Can.
No. That's the
hoverboard guy?
no. That's the Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, but he was doing that's real.
No, there's this kid. Again, I know about it because of Instagram.
There's a guy. There's this one kid. He was in a war.
This kid was posing as a doctor. He's 16. Black dude.
Really?
You don't remember this kid?
No.
He got busted for it twice, pretending to be a doctor.
That's incredible.
Yeah, I mean that's what drives you to of all the things to pretend to be, because everyone's pretending to be a bunch of shit, to pick doctor.
That's cool.
You know,
it's really fucked up though. Like
very fucked up.
Like how far did you go? Like was he like diagnosing people? Like
yeah, he had a practice. He was just like just dispelling information and writing prescriptions, the whole nine. He got busted.
That's so cool.
Or you like that?
Yeah, that's awesome. Like if I was trying to lie and be something, what would you want to be if like you have to lie? Besides your already our own lies that we like, what would you want to be? Who's the thing like you'd want to lie and be? What would you want to do? Like, what's your dream thing? Like, if you're like when you were a kid, what were you obviously weren't dreaming to be on a podcast with me right now. Like, what was your dream?
What if this is it?
No, this wasn't your dream. What was your dream?
My dreams. I had a lot of dreams. Yeah, I mean, it depends on what age, right? Like at one point, I was going to be a rapper. Right?
Really?
Like
give me the first dream you can remember of like
what I want to be.
What do you want to be?
I think that I wanted to be a good graffiti writer. Is that a dream or is that just a goal? No. Is that like being a soccer player?
No, that's a dream.
Like I remember seeing graffiti and be like, I want to do that. Yeah. You know? And then I was like, I had a rap group when I was a kid. I was like, I want to rap.
Yeah.
And I had to, at some point, I had to make that choice that we all have to make, which is like rap or graffiti.
Yeah, and we all have to make the choice.
We all have to make that choice. Yeah,
I chose rap.
You chose rap. Yeah. When you're at a certain age, your father lays out he lays out a spray can and a mic. Yeah. And you crawl towards one or the other.
Yeah.
And I chose the can. Yeah. You chose the mic.
I chose the mic
because I think about this a lot. The reason why I didn't make music is because I didn't believe myself to put my balls on the table and be like, because I know musicians, the odds are so big. I mean, the odds are incalculable of you making it, right? There's so many musicians out there, and how many people try and many people don't make it. Most people don't make it, right? Most people never even get in the fucking room. So I remember being a kid and being like, fuck, I don't know if I can trust that that's ever going to work. Even though I love doing it.
Really? How old were you? You're like 6? You're like, I don't even think this is
I was 3, yeah. I was 3 writing bars. No, I was like probably 15 where I like made that choice where I was like, I don't know if I should rap. Yeah. It's instead of choosing something, I choose graffiti instead.
Isn't it so hard to be a big tagger and stuff?
No. But what a dumb choice.
To be big graffiti artist, it's hard. I only know like 4. Like I can only name like 4 graffiti artists.
Oh, I'm sorry, I misspoke. When you say hard, I don't think it's as hard as I think it's way harder to be it's 10 times harder to be a musician that's working.
Really?
A graffiti artist is like, if you really want to be a big graffiti artist, you just have to consistently do graffiti.
Even if you suck?
If you're fucking omnipresent,
everywhere.
If you're everywhere, that crushes. Like you destroy everyone. You destroy everyone by being everywhere.
Yeah.
Even if you're not even that good, you can still
just go everywhere.
You just go like.
So why doesn't like one graffiti artist, like wasn't like one rich guy just hire like 50 guys to go everywhere and just tag his name?
I always fantasized about that when I was a kid.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna get rich and hire a team because when I was a kid, I thought I was gonna write graffiti like. I was like, I'm going to take graffiti. I'm going to be writing graffiti till I die. I was so dedicated to it. And I was like, I'm going to make enough money to hire a team of guys to write my name and I can stay home. But that's lame.
How do you make graffiti? How do you make money making graffiti?
You have to merge. Well, now look, this is what I realized. Like a lot of these guys, because we're watching the lifespan of graffiti, starting in like probably the late 70s. And, from like me and my generation coming in the late 80s, 90s. And you're seeing this lifespan of like most graffiti artists for a very long time really didn't know how to make money. You would like tattoo. Some of them would be fine artists, a couple.
Yeah.
But now there's like, it's wide open. Like people, like now you can really make money. Having had a graffiti career, you can segue into other things. And like, and also it's also entering into like another realm. Like you ever follow that dude Katsu? You know who that guy is?
No,
he does
I like Katsu, the food though.
Yeah, you do.
I love it.
Well, he does. I've followed him for a long time. I don't know the dude, but he's done really cool shit. Like he's done really experimental shit with drones and like all this really cool stuff. Like he really is like trying to push it forward. You know what I mean? And
one of my homies did pretty well with it. Todd James, he did pretty well.
Oh yeah,
Like he was like wasn't he like a big graffiti artist? And then because I know him as a painter.
yeah, he's sick.
Yeah,
he's sick.
He's like, I didn't even know. And one of my friends was like, dude, he was like a huge graffiti artist.
Yeah, out here.
Yeah.
Before he went to New York.
Wasn't Futura a really big graffiti artist too?
Yeah, still is. Futura is one of those people that just been Futura the whole time.
Yeah. He kills it. Though.
Kills it. Yeah, he's like, he makes some figurines.
Yeah.
Todd James is sick. Like
Yeah.
he's do you have any of his pieces?
I do.
Yeah, he's sick.
He's amazing. He's the sweetest dude ever. Too.
Yeah.
He's great.
Yeah. No, Todd James is dope. I mean, I think that I have a lot of respect for graffiti after all this time.
Is graffiti dangerous? It used to be, right?
In the 90s, it was dangerous.
It was dangerous.
Yeah.
Because like, what happens if you go up and you're like drawing something cool, and then some guy's like, "Hey, that's my spot." Is that what happens?
Yeah, they go, "Excuse me, sir, that's my spot," and you go, "I'm sorry." No,
they don't say "excuse me" though. They're like,
they don't.
They're like, what do they do?
Well,
Do they spray stuff on you? Do they like shank you? What happens?
there's usually like there's a
standoff.
There's a standoff. There's a little bit of a like you do a little bit of a dance.
Yeah.
And you circle each other.
Yeah.
And then you have a spray duel. We go back to back with a spray can, 10 paces, and you run toward you try to tag on each other. No, I mean, I'll tell you when graffiti was its most dangerous was in the 90s when tag banging started, which was basically like hybrid of gang banging and graffiti. And it was called tag banging. And it was just like these crews popped up and it would be literally 70 13-year-old Mexican kids with 22s in like descending on a yard. And like we're like lifetime veteran graffiti writers, and like it's just like a swarm of locusts coming in. And you're like, well, we can't really because you're in a crew and you have beef and like things would happen. Some guy would get in a fight here, or you get in a fight there. Once in a while, someone would like take a shot at someone. Once in a while, Jesus. It wasn't that crazy. It was just like chill. But then when these guys came in, these fucking gangbangers, these tag bangers came in. It was just all bets were off. And the only thing
Did you quit?
No, we just stayed in. I was in the middle of it. I wasn't leaving. But the only thing that what stopped the tag bangers was the gangs were like, hey, you guys, knock it off. Because they got so big, the tag bangers got so big that the gangs were like, these guys are getting too big, and they basically regulated them. And they were like, now there was a period if you went to jail for graffiti, you're gonna get fucked up, because that's how they control all the street shit is in the jail. So they're like, anyone gets busted for graph and is in county, you're getting fucking greenlit, and that kind of like I think that's what put the kibosh on the tag bangers.
Oh my god!
But they would run amok. They were just like wild kids, and they were just like fucking bombing everything. And
how old were you when the 13-year-old? So would like a 13-year-old come and just sun you?
It didn't happen to me, but
your friends.
But like it would just be like they'd descend on you. Like we would paint yards, right? You paint a piece. You spend like 10 hours painting this beautiful fucking mural, right?
So you weren't just like writing your name. You were like painting.
Yeah, I would paint. I would do a lot of pieces. Like I would bomb too. Like there were guys in the crew who were just like street bomber dudes, right? Like just ill taggers, throw ups, the whole nine. That's what they did. And then there were guys in the crew who like just did huge pieces, and there was the guys that did both. There was guys. Both? I did more pieces. Like I would bomb as a kid, and then I bombed. Then I started just doing pieces, and I got really obsessed with trying to do a piece. But hindsight, the best part of graffiti is bombing, is tag. The best part of graffiti is all the other shit is fucking bullshit. If you can't catch a tag and do a throw up, and you're like,
what's a throw up?
A throw up is just like a bubble letter.
Oh, just like a real quick
right
one.
And you see that shit, and it's. I would literally say to you, I'll give you 2 years, and I'll put a bounty up and be like, I give you 2 years to try to figure this out, and you couldn't figure. It's so hard to figure out how to do a proper throw up.
Really?
Or to do a good tag. It's like learning fucking calligraphy.
Really?
You have to put in so many hours of time to get it right. It's mind-boggling.
To just make it so it's the same every time.
Exactly. It's like I have so much respect.
Do you have a good tag or no?
I feel like at the end of the day, no, I wasn't the best tagger.
No.
Legit. I was in I'm in a crew that's like one of the best crews in the world, right? But
you were fire pieces.
I did good piece. I think I was good.
You were like I think good. I'm good. You were in the crew because everyone loved you.
I got in prematurely.
Yeah, you were like you shouldn't have been in the crew.
No, I got in too early.
Yeah.
I was a toy in the crew before I should have been in the crew because I was the homie, right?
Yeah. So
And then I learned, I got better, and I figured it out. But like for a minute, you know how it is. You bluff your way into things, and you're like, well, I can do this. And then,
who's the best in the crew?
I can't say who's the best.
You can't do that, right?
I mean,
someone might come. One of the 13-year-olds might.
Or the crew guys are they're gonna have a meeting. No, I think that
Are they gonna have a meeting?
No, I don't.
The crew guys gonna watch this?
Some guys in the crew will watch it.
Really?
Yeah, some guys are like I talk
You're still
to.
friends with the crew?
Some of them, yeah. I mean, all of them, yes. On a grand scheme of things,
Yeah.
when I see any of them, yes, they're my guys.
Yeah.
Some of them I'm more close with, and some of them I have more contact with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, the couple of the guys, like these are guys. You know, I grew up with these, like some of these. I've known these guys like my whole life. You know, we just happen to be doing graffiti together, and some of them moved on to do a whole bunch of other weird stuff, which is great. You know, like it's interesting.
It seems so scary. It seems like you're on the run when you're doing graffiti. You always have to run away from something, right?
You don't have to run away.
You can just stay there and get arrested, and then they go and they beat you up in jail.
Or
Do you get arrested if you're tagging?
yeah.
You do, like no questions asked, arrested.
Well, no, not look. Everything is open to interpretation with the
Yeah.
cops. Like cops. It's up to their discretion. They could be like, I don't want to deal with this. Get out of here. Take your paint. Or they could be like, fuck you, and they ruin your day.
Yeah,
and
just
take you
to
to
be
jail.
assholes.
Yeah, because it's like
That's a misdemeanor. Right?
it was a misdemeanor. Then they made it a felony.
Really, it's
Like
a felony.
10 years ago it was a felony, and then everyone stopped doing graffiti for a while because like dudes were going to fucking jail, like really going to jail.
That's crazy.
Like I know guys have done like a year in the pen behind graffiti. You know what I mean? Like, which is insane. Like back when it was a misdemeanor, they did so much graffiti.
That's crazy. Why is it so bad?
Send a shout out to my guy.
Why is it so bad? Like, why is it so bad to do? I love graffiti. I think it's so pretty.
Listen, did you forget the one thing at the store? Did you get tired of using your meal prep program and you don't want to make dinner for yourself with another meal prep program that you use that might advertise on this show? And maybe you're tired of it. Maybe you're just like, I don't want to make beautiful salmon. I just want to get some sliders in me, and I don't know that sliders don't come in my meal prep program that I get. Do you not want to make a gourmet meal? Do you just want to eat something delicious with no hassle and no muss, no fuss? You just want to press a button and have food delivered to your house? I mean, imagine how magical that would be. If this were the olden days, you could just press a button. Imagine if you just pressed a button and food appeared in your lap. And it does now. We live in the future. And, you know, did you forget something at the store or what did you forget? You forget, I forget everything all the time, everywhere. So now I can get snacks, drinks, and other grocery essentials that I need delivered in under an hour with DoorDash. I'll go to the supermarket. I'll walk around in circles trying to find ginger. I find the ginger, and I totally forget that I needed chicken to put the ginger on top of. As always, DoorDash connects you with the restaurant you love right now and right to your door. Ordering is easy. Open the DoorDash app, choose what you want to eat, and your food will be left safely outside your door with a contactless delivery drop-off setting. With over 300,000 partners in the U.S., Puerto Rico, Canada, and Australia, you can support your neighborhood go-tos or choose from your favorite national restaurants. For a limited time, our listeners can get 25% off and zero delivery fees on their first order of $15 or more when you download the DoorDash app and enter code PTA2021. That's 25% off to up to $10 value and zero delivery fees on your first order when you download the DoorDash app in the App Store and enter code PTA2021. Don't forget, that's code PTA2021 for 25% off your first order with DoorDash. Subject to change, terms apply. Why is it so bad? Well, because it's vandalism, right? You're destroying someone like.
But is it really destroying?
Yeah, if let's
I
say
think it's pretty.
I mean, if I go to your house and tag on all your windows with a fucking uni-wide, like you're gonna be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah,
it's not pretty.
I probably wouldn't want it on. It's nice when it's not your own house.
Yeah, even if I did a burner on your house, you're gonna be like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Like, what's
Yeah.
I thought you said it was pretty, Benny.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, guys, don't do graffiti at my house. Please.
Don't do Benny's house.
Yeah, don't do my house.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't do my house. Don't do. I take it back. Graffiti's bad. Don't hurt me, crew.
Yeah, crew. Don't hurt Benny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow,
Look, I don't. Graffiti is. You know, I think graffiti has a. I think graffiti can be as dangerous as you want it to be.
Yeah.
Because you're
Do you
kind
get
of
killed over graffiti?
No, I don't think anyone's really gotten killed.
No one gets killed.
Maybe
over
the tag bangers shot people, but
No,
like,
but it's like you get killed because of something else, right? No one's gotten killed for just straight graffiti, right?
I don't know. I'm sure it's happened.
That's crazy.
Oh, you know who got killed? This kid got killed in San Francisco. Got shot in the back by a fucking, by a hero, like a some guy, he was tagging on a building, this dude Ty, and this guy came out and just shot him. So yeah, people have been killed for graffiti.
Why?
Because he's just some fucking idiot, like, you know, whatever.
That guy wasn't in. He doesn't know. He was a poser, right?
Who? The guy that shot him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, yes. But he's like some fucking all-American jackass, right?
Are we going to die right now by talking so much about
Yeah,
Does
dude.
anyone care about this part? No.
People love this shit.
They like this part?
People like graffiti talk. Well, I
got-
never talk about it because I'm just like, I don't. Who,
You guys like graffiti talk?
they like graffiti talk. Like and subscribe. Do
Do you
a
like
burner.
graffiti talk? What do you think people like the most on this podcast?
That's a good question. They like when we do things in person. When me and Maddie going hiking, they like that.
Or when we did the nipple piercing.
That was an amazing show.
Yeah, that was crazy. We can never live up to that. I don't even know why. Like, it's like I wouldn't. That was insane.
It was insane.
Maddie's really insane. He'll do anything for the camera.
He really did. That was brutal. The piercing his nipple and then
Have you guys
pulling.
talked to Dr. Nipples?
No, but we need to bring Dr. Nipples back.
Was Dr. Nipples? That wasn't set up, right?
No.
You didn't know that man was a therapist as well.
No, that was like our third choice piercer.
Really?
Yeah, I had this one guy couldn't do it, another guy, and then we go, let's get this guy. He ended up being a shrink. I mean, talk about like a convergence of energies.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Like perfect storm.
What was Dr. Nipples' dream growing up? It's so crazy. I wonder what his dream was. You got to have Dr. Nipples on. Honestly, you and Maddie shouldn't even be on the show. I would watch the show so much more if it was Heavy and Dr. Nipples.
All day.
You don't even need, just call it Powerful Truth Angels and you guys don't even show up anymore.
Right?
So much better. Like,
Just like a 400 episode arc of Dr. Nipples breaking down Heavy.
Yeah.
And Heavy explaining the flourish.
yeah, I would there's nothing more I'd love to see in the world. I might have to talk to Dr. Nipples. I might start my own podcast.
Yeah.
Just with Dr. Nipples and Heavy. I think it's genius.
I think it would blow up so fast. People would be like,
I think it's genius.
Did you get Heavy's call for the PJ out of New York? I just caught his story one day. He's like, anybody got a PJ? He's like,
No.
I got to go home. Who's got a private jet?
No, he asked me if I had a place in New York and then nothing else. He just asked me if I had a place in New York.
He's like, you got a place for me? You got a.
He didn't even ask for him. He just said, "Do you have a place in New York?"
Yeah. You're like,
Or he
yeah.
said, "Do you still have a place in New York?"
Yeah, yes, I do, Heavy.
Yeah, I didn't even see it till days later, and I said, "Yeah, hey, yeah."
What? Why were you up so late?
Oh my God, I was working. I like never work late. Okay, like I think people think I'm this guy who's like up, like working like all hours of the night, partying, doing this. Like honestly, like I really like it's my favorite night. Like my highlight of yesterday, I swear to God, before I went to bed, my highlight of yesterday was having an ice cold glass of chocolate almond milk. That was my actual highlight. It was my favorite part of the day.
Yeah.
It was my actual favorite part of the day. I didn't like, I couldn't have enjoyed anything more than that. Like that's how much of a loser I am. But I was up late, I was working, and I'm in the middle of finishing some projects, and I was fucking exhausted. And I don't stay up that late. I don't like to stay up late.
No,
I don't
it's not
want
good.
No, I don't. And you know how like people have like FOMO and stuff. Like when I see Instagram and I see people having fun, I'm more excited that I'm in my bed.
Yeah.
Like I actually get comfort by it. Like I've never had fun. Are you a FOMO guy?
No. I have FOMO I don't have that kind of FOMO, like social life FOMO. No, but I have professional FOMO. I'm like, oh, I would have liked to have been, like I want to do that. But
yeah.
I don't.
Do you get jealous of like your like when you see someone like killing it? Are you like, man, I wish I was doing that shit?
Not in the way that. Not in the way that you would think. It's not that simple. Like
It's complex. We need Dr. Nipples.
we need Dr. Nipples.
Yeah.
Like I'm not like I wish I was doing this,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I'm like I wish this thing would work better. Or like
Yeah.
how do I'm more into like problem solving, because if you're doing the I wish, then you're not even in the game.
Yeah.
So like at least I'm in the game that I
Yeah.
want to be in, and I'm
You're
like,
just like, well, I wish this was working better.
yeah, I'm like, why is this guy's vehicle going faster than mine? I'm like, how can I tweak? You
Yeah.
know, like what do I need to do better? And like a lot of it is just introspection of being like, the buck stops here, so it's something going wrong here. Like I'm doing something wrong.
Yeah, people get fucked up with the internet. The internet fucked everyone up.
Oh,
The
it's no
kids
good.
now, it's crazy.
It's
Because
no
when I
good.
was younger, there wasn't any of this shit.
It's too much.
Like it didn't exist.
No.
How old were you when YouTube came out? I just figured out how old I was. So how old are you now?
I'm 46.
Yeah, so I'm 33, and YouTube came out when I was a senior in high school.
Yeah.
When did you get a cell phone?
Late.
What age? I was late too.
20s, probably.
Yeah, so it's like
In my 20s. I didn't get a cell phone. I had a beeper.
yeah, I had a beeper too. My mom, I was talking to my mom, and we were talking about like when you're a kid, like when I was a kid,
Yeah.
your friend would be like, hey, let's play basketball. And you'd be like, okay, cool. I'll meet you at the court.
Yeah.
And then you'd go to the court and he wasn't there.
Yeah.
And then you'd play by yourself and then you'd walk home and you couldn't call him because it was too late. So you'd have to wait until the next day when you saw him in school and you'd be like, hey man, where were you? And he was like, he could be like, oh, I'm sorry, my mom wouldn't let me out. But you had no idea and there was no, and you're held accountable so much more now.
But it was fine because our brains were acclimated to that idea.
Yeah.
Now we're just like, we don't need to listen. We shouldn't be seeing what everyone's doing all the time. We're not, as animals, our brains are not built for that. We cannot do that. Like we're supposed to be interacting. Like there's a whole tribe. Like, I'm gonna sound stupid again, but there's a whole idea of like a tribe.
You see it on Instagram?
No, like we're supposed to be interacting with like groups of like 20 to 100 people at tops, and like we're interacting with thousands of people on Instagram.
It's crazy,
and it's too much. You can't, and you can never win. You can never keep up. It's fucking insane.
It's
horrible.
It's crazy. We all say it's crazy, and we're on it too. We're like, it's horrible, and
I'm begrudgingly like I try to walk away from it. Not try to. I just simply like don't. But then I have to be on it. Like it's part of my business is connected, right?
Me too.
So when you get to a point in your life where a glass of chocolate almond milk is the highlight of your day, is that because you've flown too close to the sun, you've seen too much?
I think there's part of it. I think it's like, it's like I've been doing this for so fucking long. So it's like I've been to every party. I've done all this. I've done all that. So like maybe that's why. Maybe it's because like I'm older and I'm like jaded and I'm like, that sounds miserable. Like I'll be like being in like, Mykonos right now. That sounds like hell.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? And I don't know.
Like you've had every iteration of that, right? Like you've probably, I'm just guessing here, but I'm like, I would assume that you've been in every version of like what that life could be, right? Like you've been around everyone, you've done all the partying.
Yeah.
You've had the marble box with like the uncut cocaine made fresh from coca leaves, right?
Yeah.
Like, you've had the Molly that was created by an in-house doctor.
Like everything has been at my disposal in a cool way. It's funny because I'm also not like everyone always thinks I'm this like guy that I'm not. Like I've never even done coke ever in my life.
Good. I would have guessed that.
In my life. My family struggles a lot with addiction.
Right.
So it's like a lot of the families in the program.
Yeah, I don't when I look at you, I don't see an addict.
No.
Because
I'm addicted to other shit. But I have like addict blood.
You have the blood.
Yeah. So it's like mine's like music. Like and like working and like doing shit. So I don't do it because I know if I did, it'd be crazy.
It would be crazy.
Yeah, I know if I like. I remember like, my brother. We were talking the other day, and he was like, "Dude," he was like, "When I'm 80, he was like, I'm gonna do so much heroin again." He's like, because there's just like, there's actually nothing better.
Yeah.
He's like, there's never been a better feeling. He said, it actually feels like you're coming for 30 minutes. He said, it's incredible. He said it's, there's no doubt about it that it's the best feeling in the actual world. It's just the worst thing. And it makes you do the worst things. And it's like, you're the worst version of yourself. He's like, but when I'm 80 and I'm just in a home, he's like, just bring me so much heroin.
Yeah. Yeah, fair. I mean, I feel like, yeah, fuck it, right?
Yeah. Did you do drugs or do you just?
Oh yeah,
alcohol
yeah.
guy?
No, I did a lot of drugs. I mean, I feel like, well, let me ask you this: like when you just to backpedal.
Yeah.
When you chose the mic over the can when you were a child, right? And you just were like, I'm going to make music because it's taking you on this path to where you've experienced so much, right?
Yeah.
Wait, before I get into that, I'm sorry, I'm totally fucking tweaked right now.
Okay.
You know what's crazy? It's crazy how much money you can spend doing drugs when you were talking about that, I was like thinking about like people have lost fortunes
it's
on like cocaine and heroin.
No, it's insane.
Like for like tens of
millions
millions
and
of dollars.
yeah,
like they've just like blown it.
It's crazy.
Like I'm talking capital, like generational wealth just gone.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, it's
Like,
insane.
just-
Like trust fund kids, like gone.
gone.
Like just blow through. Like my brother said, he was like, thank God. He's like, you weren't rich or I wasn't rich. Like when he's like, I'd be so unbelievably dead. He's like, or I didn't live in LA or something and I didn't like know like famous people. He's like, I'd be the most dead. He's like, when I see like a celebrity on drugs, he's like, my brother says it makes my head spin because it's just like, you just have everything at your, every resource at your
too
fingertips.
much, yeah.
Like it's crazy.
How could you stop?
People could you can just do drugs forever.
Forever.
Until you run out of money.
Yeah.
It's crazy how people like, it's crazy.
Well, the excess, like you see people who've had the excess, like people who've like rock stars, like you see them and they're like, there's this jaded thing, there's this film where like they've seen too much and they'll never be like, nothing will ever be normal again.
Yeah.
You know?
Also the almond milk thing is I'm happy with not a ton of shit.
Yeah.
Like I'm like not like I was talking to someone the other, like I have no, like if everything in my house burned in a fire, like all material things, like I think like outside like my hard drives like that hold my music, I couldn't care
your
less.
art, you gotta get your art out, right?
I mean, but like I would like to have it, but if it burns, it burns.
If it burns, it burns.
Like for me, it's like I don't really care about. I actually care. There's no material item that I care about. Like if someone was like, "Man, I've been in a fire before. I was in a fire,
right?
Like and lost a lot of stuff." And honestly, it didn't.
You were literally in the fire?
Yeah, I was actually in a fire. I almost died.
Oh, okay. Like our house caught on fire.
No, I was in a bus fire.
Oh,
yeah, I almost
a tour bus.
Yeah, actually, almost died.
Tour vehicles are very dangerous, aren't they?
Yeah.
People get fucked up in all
crazy.
Buses and planes that go on tour are always fucking eating shit.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy. But yeah, no, almost died. Didn't care about anything. All I cared about was if my hard drive.
The hard
was
drives.
okay.
I
had
feel
a
like
hard drive with me. And it was backed up too. I was just so petrified that there'd be one thing on there that wasn't backed up.
Yeah.
That's my biggest fear probably in life is like losing my material.
Yeah.
Like my music. That's like my only fear. Like when you be like so sad if you lost like all your drawings or some shit.
Yes. That's the same thing. I'm in the same thing where like the only thing I actually truly care about.
My dogs. You care about your dog.
I care about Omar, yeah. I mean, but
Where
she's around. She's around there somewhere.
Where is she?
Who knows? She's probably in one of the other rooms. She's so deaf and blind she thinks I'm in there.
Yeah.
No, I've actually come to that realization recently where I'm like, I don't really want anything. Like I don't like there's things that I want that will help me have a comfortable life. Yeah. Like I'd like to get a sauna and an ice bath. Like I like to set that up
it's great.
in a house.
I do love excess. Like it's just like
but that's just like health stuff.
No,
but everything else
that's insane.
Is that insane?
Yeah, to have
what do you mean?
Sauna and you're like, I don't really like a lot of things, but I would love to have a sauna.
That's
and
not
an
crazy.
ice.
You can get a sauna at Costco and like
yeah, but it's expensive.
It's like $5,000.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy. What do you? You have 47 houses, dude.
No, but I'm saying a lot of it's crazy. We got to remember, like it's insane. Like growing up, go back to growing up. Like I don't know how you grew up, but like for me growing up, like if my mom was like, "Hey, we're gonna buy a sauna today and an ice bath," my mom's like, "Shut up and eat your like."
I think if you're approaching it from
eggs.
I'm approaching it from like a wellness thing.
Yeah, no, it's great. I mean, my mom was on the first health kick. No one wanted to ever come to my house because my mom for dinner. Yeah. I swear to God, my mom would say, my mom ate eggs for dinner about 4 nights out of the week. And we had eggs and almonds. That's like all we had in our house. And we had like something that was frozen that was so old and had so much frostbite on it that we probably had like an Amy's like an Amy's macaroni and cheese from 30 years ago.
Yeah.
We didn't.
My mom would, this is what she would do. She would put wheat germ in everything. She would be like, "You want some ice cream?" And I'd be like, "Yeah." So here's your ice cream. And it would be 1/4 ice cream. And the rest would be yogurt, wheat germ, sunflower seeds, tahini, and honey. And I'm like trying to get, there's the ice cream.
That's
but like
crazy.
That was
your mom was on the health food.
Full health food shit.
Yeah,
that was
my mom was too.
Yeah.
My mom like would make one thing. It's so funny, like how like when I have kids, they're probably gonna grow, like they're gonna be such asshole. Like when I was a kid, my mom would make one thing, so she'd make like chicken the first day. Then for 8 days, we'd have chicken in different forms. By the end, it would just be like a smoothie with chicken in it.
Oh, no.
It was just like, we would have the worst shit ever. It was disgusting.
My mom's never gonna watch cheese. My mom is a
My mom's the worst cook in the world.
stupefyingly horrible cook.
No, my mom's terrible. My mom heard me say it on a thing, and she said, I'm not that bad. And then I was like, Mom, name something you can make besides kugel. She can make like kugel, and my mom can make potato latkes. That's it.
The only thing I can think that my mom makes is stuffed peppers. Everything else
my mom
is
makes
just
stuffed
trash.
cabbage.
Yeah,
Good stuffed cabbage.
And even that's like, I mean,
that's good.
anyone can make stuffed peppers. It's like ground beef and tomato and a pepper,
it's
right?
okay.
You put it in the oven.
Yeah,
it's okay.
It's okay.
No,
Terrible cook, right?
terrible. My mom's terrible.
Maddie grew up with great cooks.
Yeah.
That he grew up with. He said. Did you know Maddie's family's skinny?
No.
Yeah.
What?
Brother.
Oh yeah, I see his
12
brother. His
pack.
brother's ripped.
Okay.
His
brother
brother's shredded.
ripped. Mom and dad skinny.
I always imagine his dad was like this giant.
That's
biker.
what I imagined too. No, like skinny, like so good looking, like
Yeah.
Maddie's good looking, but
Yeah.
Maddie said he was always big, always, whole life.
Well, you can see the genes in his children. When you look at his kids, you're just like, look at these kids. They're like cherubs.
I love him.
Yeah, they're insane
so
looking.
cute.
They're like, I mean, they're
They
so
look more
symmetrical.
like his wife though than him.
I think it's 50-50. Like they look, some of them look, some of them it's like pure Maddie, some of it's pure Trish.
Yeah.
Like it's,
Did he tell you what his son's been doing lately?
what?
So Mac will be like, Dad, come here. And it's like late at night, he's about to go to bed. He's at the top of the stairs. And Maddie knows what's happening. He's like, Dad, come here. And he comes over and his son is spreading his asshole at the top of the stairs. And he's like, right after.
Yeah.
And he was like, where did my son learn that?
Genetic.
Because Maddie was like, I've never done that. He's like, and now Rizzo, she's doing the same thing. She's sitting at the top of the stairs.
You're
And they're
saying
doing it
Maddie's never
together.
spread his asshole in front of his kids on top of the stairs?
I don't think so. No.
Rizzo's doing it. Rizzo's following suit.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's crazy.
Kids be doing that shit.
How do they know? How do kids know?
Well, they don't know. That's the thing. They're just like, look at this cool. I got an asshole. Let me
How do
fucking
they
play with it.
How do kids like figure out?
They know
Like,
what they know that there's forbidden fruit, and that when they start fucking with it, your parents get nervous, so they start fucking with it more.
And like, how do they become like a dude? Like, how does it all happen?
I would say it's a nature and nurture.
It's crazy.
It's a
right?
combo. Some of it
Isn't
you
it
can't get away from it, right?
Isn't it crazy?
It's really crazy.
Like, when do they say when does a kid learn how to hate?
I don't know.
Did they say like kids learn how to hate like later in life? Like they don't know hate at the
Oh yeah, in the beginning. Yeah. No, they don't know shit.
hate.
You can like the thing about having a kid is like you can literally
Just
you have a
fuck
lump
them
of
up so
clay. You can do
easy.
whatever you want. You can be like, I'm gonna raise this kid to be a dolphin. Like
Yeah.
if you want.
Could
know.
you raise your kid to be a murderer? Like, is there like,
yeah,
is there
dude.
like a way to do it? Like,
Yeah, you just molest the shit out of them and he'll start killing people. You know?
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. All those serial killers got fucked with.
Really?
They got beat and tortured and molested.
they all kill cats, right?
They start with cats. Yep. That's the first game that they go after is cats.
Wow.
So wait,
What do you do if your kid just starts killing cats?
You shoot your kid.
right?
Yeah, you shoot the kid. You shallow
Put
grave
your
for both of
kid-
them.
Do you put your kid down?
Yeah, you put the
Like,
kid
what
down.
do you do if what do you do? Like, say you're a parent and by the time your kid's like 14, he's like really on pace to be like a murderer.
You don't come back from killing cats. Like
You don't.
It's a wrap.
So
once
if you
that
kill a
happens,
cat, you're gonna kill people.
Unless you're like a fucking Appalachian and it's part of the culture, like shoot and kill.
Wait,
things
you're
all the
gonna
time.
kill people if you kill cats?
Yeah, that's a start, dude.
Is
And
that true?
Especially if you live in the city. If you live in the city and you kill a cat, you're toast.
Really?
Yeah, just it's over. Just like they should have a team that comes in and goes, okay, this guy killed a cat. Let's just like
And they take them somewhere, and all the guys.
let's evaporate this guy because you know what's gonna happen. He's gonna.
I don't believe in the death penalty, though.
No, I just like.
Do you?
I never thought about it. I don't know if
Or I don't even know if I believe. I don't even know if I said, guys. I don't know. I don't know why I said that.
It's so deep.
but
He's
I
like,
don't thi-
I don't believe in capital punishment. I'm like,
Wait, I don't know. I don't know if I do or don't. I believe that, like, I think that, like, maybe being in jail, like, forever is worse.
way
right?
worse.
Isn't it worse?
Way worse. Dying is not.
I'm so scared of going to jail.
What's wrong with dying? There's nothing wrong with dying.
scared
You're just
of dying.
gone. I'm not scared of dying.
Would you be scared of going to jail?
Hell, of course.
Have
I
you
don't
been
wanna
to
go
jail?
I've been arrested. I haven't done like time, but I've been arrested a bunch.
And like,
Not a bunch.
bunch? Is
A little spat of arrest.
is the drunk tanks like not terrible, right?
you're in a holding. No, it's not that bad.
Have you ever been like transferred to jail?
I never,
for, like, a
never
day?
went to county. I always I would miss. I would get out, or I'd miss the bus. I spent
You missed the bus. Guys, I'm not taking this one.
No, I remember the last time I got arrested, I was like in a holding tank for 4 days, and they're like, okay, well, the county bus
4
is coming.
days?
Yeah. And they're like, the county bus is coming. And then for some reason, right before the bus came, they let me out on OR.
It's so terrible. Like, the jail system is so much better in other countries. Like in Norway.
Yeah.
Like in Norway.
Speaking of Instagram, I just saw a picture of a jail in Norway.
Oh my God. And it looks
It's
beautiful.
like IKEA.
Yeah.
I'm like, let's go.
No, in Norway.
Yeah.
They like, do you know if you go to jail on the weekend, they say, all right, you guys can go home, come back on Monday, unless you have a felony. So if you have a misdemeanor, you're allowed to just go home, see your family, and they trust you're going to come back.
Right.
And they have like people, like, that guy who like shot like 70 people?
Yeah.
He's not even in jail for life. He's not in jail. He has an Xbox. They gave him an Xbox.
Can you imagine having a fucking Xbox in jail?
Yeah, it's great.
I'd be good.
Yeah.
Just live in there.
Yeah, I'm fine.
You're good.
Whenever you give me an Xbox, I like anything could happen to me and it wouldn't matter.
No.
So what happened? There's like, I don't even know.
You're so inquisitive. And
Jail is so scary.
Hello, fellow Americans. This is Alex Two-Tone from the Powerful Truth Angels, wonderful podcast from America with some help from Canada. And I'm here to talk to you about food and what the nature of food means to you as an animal. Now, food is pretty much like a fuel. Food is like the gas in your car. If your body's the car, the gas is the nugget or sandwich that you're shoving into the tank, which is through your mouth. And there's many ways to get food. I like to get up first thing in the morning before my eyes open and open up an app, open up and just start ordering things at will. I like to play a little something I call roulette, where I just blindly pick things and press send, and I wake up and by 11 o'clock I'm already knocked out in a food coma because I've had a pizza, 5 orders of onion rings, a sandwich, and some ice cream. And lucky for me, my indiscriminate pointing and jabbing at the app provides me with things that I love to eat. Now the problem with that is that diabetes, and you get diabetes from eating all that stuff so early in the morning, and the rest of your day is also shot out. And I have a very packed day, as I'm a very busy person. I know that Maddie likes to mock me and say that I'm not busy, but I am very busy, and I'm actually stressed out, probably because of my diet. So here's a fix. Green Chef. Green Chef lets you choose from a wide array of easy-to-follow recipes, perfect for keto, paleo, and plant-powered diets. And even if you just want to eat a more balanced way, as opposed to just like firing off loads of gluten and monosodium glutamate carbohydrates into your stomach, Green Chef's expert chefs design flavorful recipes that go way beyond the ordinary for a diverse array of meal plans and plenty of options to choose from each week. And I'll tell you, as a person that uses Green Chef, nothing is more delightful than getting up and cooking, and cooking with full confidence that you're not going to mess it up in any way, because everything is measured out into little bags and little pouches. There's a little pouch for salt, there's a little bag for the thing, and then the pepitas go in the pan and they get heated up, and they tell you exactly how to do it. And by the time you're done, you feel like you're some Michelin star chef, or just some jackass who yells about chili all day and has $14 million in endorsements from the Hormel Corporation. I'm not going to say his name, but it rhymes with Scrappy Scrapperson. And anyways, how has Green Chef helped you save time? Green Chef's offerings fit perfectly with your diet or lifestyle, and I just told you that. That's what happens. It saves me time. I look like a winner. My girlfriend thinks I'm cool because I'm cooking. She kind of humors, like, oh, you're such a great chef. And she and I both know that it's a fucking lie, and I'm not a good chef. I just know how to paint by numbers, and that's how these meals work. You paint by numbers, you make a delicious meal. Go to greenchef.com/PTA100 and use code PTA100 to get $100 off, including free shipping. Go to greenchef.com/PTA100 and use code PTA100 to get $100 off, including free shipping. Green Chef, the #1 meal kit for eating well. So what? Why are you on a? How did the strangest
thing in the world? Like nobody who watches this.
People love it. It's like
who watches
like and subscribe.
Who's gonna watch this? Would you watch this?
I do watch this one.
Yeah.
Would you watch this? No. I've been asking myself that for like a year. Like, what am I doing? Like talking to Maddie.
Do you watch shit like this?
I listen to podcasts a lot. Yeah. I don't know if
would
it's like this.
Would you listen to this podcast?
Yeah, absolutely. Because I'm interested in everything we're talking about. Because
Yeah,
I'm talking
that's
about it.
true.
Of course,
That's
I'd be like graffiti. Yeah, that sounds great. Like
Graffiti jail.
yeah, the world, like the wars.
Meme. Would you be like, man, these two guys are so stupid.
Why
am I watching this?
The point I was trying. You asked me if I believed in God.
I know.
And I'm trying to tell you that nature.
We have the dumbest thing. Do you talk about this with Maddie on the show? What do you and Maddie talk about the whole show? I watch it and I can't even remember.
With Maddie, it's like, with Maddie, it just gets antagonistic because he fucks with me.
Yeah, I don't fuck with you. I'm nice.
No, you're nice. I'm like a mirror. You get what you give. If you press me, I'll press you back, and I get defensive.
Yeah.
If you're nice, I'm nice. And Maddie just like he fucks with me, and then I get angry and I fuck with him.
Yeah.
And that's been the premise for like a year of us interacting.
So you guys just fuck with each other?
We just fuck with each other. It's like
Have you guys ever talked about jail on the show?
We've never talked about jail. No, it's never come up.
God? Yeah.
I don't know if we've talked about.
Wait,
God.
why isn't Maddie on right now?
He's in Canada.
Wait, so you guys don't do the show anymore if he's not in it?
The idea is that
Someone's got.
he's so burnt on doing the Zooms and he's doing other things that are taking precedent. And I'm like, hey, we'll fill your seat in with people. And when you come in, we'll shoot a bunch of episodes and we'll do it live. And we'll do our concept shows. You know what I mean?
He doesn't get to do. He's not getting off the hook. I'm calling him.
You're gonna FaceTime him?
Yeah, just for a second. Is that okay? Are we?
Yeah, of course.
Just hold it next to the mic.
He's not even going to answer. He's not going to answer because he's doing something more important.
That's the truth of the matter. Yeah.
He's actually not answering. Oh my God.
So listen, you're on a bus. Why did this? What bus were you on that caught on fire? You're on the Striper bus.
We're just going back and forth.
I mean, I'm trying to.
Trying to get something.
I want to put some.
anyone would
No.
latch on
I'm
to.
actually curious. I'm curious to know. I want to show interest.
I thought those were quarters in there.
Yeah, he drinks quarters.
What type of snacks do you have?
I don't have. Listen, back to my diet. I'm doing this delivery thing, so I have all these pre-made meals. It's a
Why?
fucking nightmare
Why
because
would-
I read your DM about like you should do this and this and this, and I was like, okay, and I'm thinking about it. And then
I
I'm
got
like,
a new thing I've been doing.
What's your new thing?
Oh my God. But it's cooking. You got to cook.
Yeah, I just was like, you know what? I'm gonna try this meal delivery thing for now, where they just send
so
you.
much cheaper just to cook.
It is, but it's a time
consuming.
thing. You know,
Yeah.
I'm like
Well, are
coming and
you-
going a lot.
But you don't ever have, like, these meals take 10 minutes to make.
It's nothing's 10 minutes.
What's one of your meals look like?
it's
Is it
just
in the fridge right
yeah.
now?
Here's the
You
conundrum.
don't
I'm
even
in.
eat them.
I haven't eaten a lot of them, and I ordered 4 meals a day, and on a good day I eat 2.5, and then snack on something else.
Okay, let's
So-
pull one out.
The fridge is like this. It's
Can we
just.
pull one out? Pull out a new one because
You
I
wanna
might
pull it
do
out?
a taste test.
You want to try it?
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. Just pull out one. I want to see what it's like.
Here's what they look like. These are some of the-
Okay. Okay, what's this one?
This one's older.
This one's older.
Yeah, this one. They've been stacking up in my fridge.
And let's see what.
The fridge is wall to wall meals.
It doesn't look very good.
It's not. It's okay. Like it's like not. It's kind of bland.
Okay, let's see what this one looks like. And who talked you into this?
I talked myself into it.
This looks terrible.
It's not great.
This look-
I just wanted to take the guesswork out of it. Oh, that's not gonna be good. It's like a carrot. He hates it.
It's terrible.
It's terrible.
How about this one? This is the old one.
No, it's a newer one.
And what's in this one?
That's salmon. Sometimes I'll fry it up. It's nice. Salmon's always good.
So, who got you into this one?
I was having a hard time maintaining, staying on track, and I was like, well, I'll get these meals delivered, and there's no guesswork. That's my thinking.
And then what do you do? How often do you eat these?
Well, when I was
Do you order Postmates too?
yeah, when I was sick, I didn't eat them, and they stacked up. So like the fridge is just
How many are in there?
there's a shit. The whole fridge is full of them.
You give them to people when they come over?
No one's coming over here. I'm fucking no.
This is so bad.
It's horrible, huh?
Yeah, I thought these were going to be sweet potato fries.
I know they should have been. Sometimes it's not good. I'm not gonna lie. It's okay. It's like okay, and it's like it gets excruciating after a while. Like the most fun diet I was ever on was a keto diet because I'd hit the gym, and I'd literally go to Whole Foods and get like there was a period where Whole Foods was doing this barbecue section in downtown, and I would just get I would get like a ribeye, or what's the other barbecue steak? I would get this steak, and just like eat that for breakfast. I would just eat like a fucking steak for breakfast when I was doing keto, or like I'd come home and make.
Is that good for you?
I don't know, but I lost weight doing it. Like I'd come home and just eat like for breakfast. I would eat a ribeye, a couple pieces of bacon, 3 eggs, some cheese, and like I would just eat that.
That's crazy.
And that's what I would eat, and I would lose weight doing it.
I don't know how you go. I don't think.
Probably not. Probably not good for the cholesterol.
Yeah. How's your cholesterol? Good.
Yeah, it's great. I don't know. It's fine.
Wait, so you'd eat? So and then what would you eat for lunch?
Well, then the thing was, I would split that and eat the rest later. I wouldn't eat all of it usually.
Okay.
I'd have a little dish, and I eat the rest later. You know, but I really got into like making the steak and making the steak great, and putting the rosemary and the
Did
skillet
Maddie
and the
teach
thing.
you?
No, I learned how to cook steaks from an episode of Rogan.
Really?
That's
Is he
where I
good
learned
at
my
cooking
method.
steak?
No, he had a guy on that was like one of those guys, and he's like, "Here's how you cook the best steak." And it's like, you get the skillet and you pan fry it, and you drop it in the oven a little bit, and like,
Is that what you do?
yeah, that's what I would do. I get like a ribeye, and I like.
I want to know. I like this part.
I get a ribeye, and I put some rosemary and some butter and salt and pepper. Right
You mean in the pan or on it?
on it.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know if it does anything, but I just like to see. I like how it looks.
Okay.
Maybe a little garlic, and then I drop it in the oven.
Start in the oven.
Yeah, I don't remember if I'd start in the oven or start on the
Sear
top.
it?
Sear it.
Sear it first and then oven.
Sometimes I'd sear it first and then oven it, or vice versa, and it would be a combination of like on top of the skillet and then oven. And then I just, after a while, exactly when it's right, just when it slightly curls and it's medium rare, and then it's just a delicious steak.
How
steak,
was yours great?
fucking delicious. It would stand up to any steak you get.
Stand up to any steak.
Yeah, because I get really good meat, and I just use like very simple ingredients and a little bit of butter, and it was
And
fucking
you'd have
fantastic.
that every day.
I'd eat it all the time.
That's not
I
good.
just eat steaks nonstop.
I don't think that's good.
It tasted great, and I felt great.
You felt great?
Yeah, I felt really good.
Really?
Yeah.
So what's your diet now? Just don't eat any of these? That's your diet?
Yeah, my diet is don't eat that and just eat like from this bag of almonds I have by the couch.
Do you eat a lot of almonds?
I love almonds.
Oh, you eat those little sweet potato things too from
I can't. Yeah, those are.
you're not allowed to anymore?
I mean, I got some the other day when I was sick. I was like, I'm gonna indulge, and I got like, there's $25 a bag.
They're what?
They're $25 a bag
No, they're not.
for those sweet potato things.
No, they're not.
Yeah, I had my buddy go and pick up some shit from Erewhon. He goes, he's like, you're ordering $75 in sweet potato chips, and I was like, what the fuck? I was like, all right, well, let's do 2 bags.
We can indulge, but just not that much. 2 bags. And how quickly can you go through a bag? One sitting.
No, not in one sitting, but I'll just like, have a bag of those snacks, and I'll just chew through them. Just be like, those sweet potato things are so good though.
Just out of here. Wait, have you ever had Maddie's cooking? Has he ever cooked for you?
Not directly for me, but I've had his
No,
cooking.
you've only been at like a Rook event. He's never cooked for you.
No, Maddie's not going to cook.
Why wouldn't he cook for you?
Because Maddie, like, I'm not prestigious enough to be cooked for directly.
Really?
Yeah, and also like I think that, he also like hates my kitchen. I have a shitty kitchen.
He told you he hates your kitchen? Has he ever cooked anything in your kitchen?
Never. Maddie, you don't understand our dynamic. Maddie comes in here and he's just like, this place is a shithole.
I love it in here.
I bet he loves it here.
I think it's beautiful.
He loves it in here.
You guys made fun of me last time because I thought it was so beautiful.
I think it's so funny, but like you're just like, I think it's just so curious to you. You're like, this is so interesting. This person lives like this.
What do you mean? It's beautiful.
It's a bit
The
of a
decor is great.
I've kind of given up on all of it. I'm just like thinking about the next place, and I've like given up on.
You getting a new place?
Yeah, so I'm working towards like getting out of here. I'm not in a rush. I'm just like, it's in the forefront of my mind. I'm putting things away. I'm like, okay, and I've stopped evolving internally.
Just stop caring.
I don't care as much. Like like these blinds I have, like my neighbor gave them to me. Like they're disgusting. They're like burgundy blinds. Like I'm gonna swap the blinds out.
You're gonna swap the blinds?
I got this kid who's gonna like work for you as like an assistant. I'm gonna make him put the blinds up.
That's the first thing.
Yeah, I'm like, fix that plant that's dying. The fig leaf is dying. Fix the plant, and kill the blinds, and start going through my hard drives. That's what I'm gonna get this kid to do.
What's he gonna do on the hard drives?
I mean, I have like so many hard drives. I have like 30 hard drives with just like.
What do you want him to do with them?
Organize it, fucking consolidate it, get all the films, put all the films in one, all the graphics in there. And I have hard drives that are just full of JPEGs. Like I would just like crazily collect JPEGs for years while I was working.
Really?
Just make folders and folders and folders of just like, because I had this like like it's like this like starvation thing about the internet where I was like, I got to collect all this shit because it might not be there. It's like people that come from depression take because I'm from the depression, but I would digitally hoard JPEGs.
Really?
And I'm not going to let them go because there's value in those
got
JPEGs.
gold.
To me. Yeah, I got some JPEGs. I got some serious
What year are we talking?
Oh man, like early 2000.
You started collecting.
Early 2000s.
What's the quality on those right now?
Fucking fire.
Now,
Fire. You blow them up, it just looks like 4 squares.
it's like when you used to jerk off as a kid, like you had to like commit because like you were only downloading like one picture because it took so long.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Like when we were younger, I would jerk off to like a lady that was literally just like this. She was like,
oh yeah,
and like had her top off. Like we're so desensitized now. It's crazy. The internet's destroying.
It's not good.
It's
not good for
destroying
us.
people.
No. I remember jerking off to magazines as a kid, and I remember it being.
We
like,
found them in the woods.
Yeah, I found them in the trash. Yeah.
The
you grew up in Virginia.
Yeah.
You grew up in woods.
Yeah.
Right. You grew up you had woods to go to.
Yeah, woods.
How long? When did you come to LA from Virginia?
I didn't come to LA first.
Okay. Where'd you go first?
New York.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I lived in New York for like 12 years, but I lived like 10 years, but I lived back and forth between LA and New York because I got signed pretty young.
What was your first thing you got signed to?
Well, I got signed first when I was like really young, but then like
How young?
I won a contest to go into a studio when I was 9.
Get the fuck. Oh, you're like a prodigy.
And then I won, and then I got signed to like my first like production deal when I was like 13. But like my first thing where I like actually was making money, I was 18. I got signed.
You got signed to your first production deal at 13?
Yeah.
Making beats for who?
No, I was rapping.
Oh, you were rapping.
I also was on a softcore porn. I did the music.
Hip Hop
for it.
Honeys.
Yeah.
Yeah, he pulled that. He
Who
pulled that
did?
factoid. I told him, I was like, pull some Benny factoids in case we get stuck in the weeds here.
Really?
Yeah, I remember seeing that one. I was like, Hip Hop Honeys.
You just saw. Oh wait, you had factoids just in case something. What did you think we were gonna get stuck in? We haven't even talked about anything. We talked about if you believed in God, and
I never even got to finish my God thing. It was so dumb.
It's gonna be so stupid. It's not
I'm
even
wicked.
It's not even worth it to finish. It's not even worth it. I believe in God.
You do? You believe in the God of the Jews, which is...
I don't believe in like a man in the sky. We don't. That's not in Jewish culture. It's not like a man in the sky. But I believe in God. Yeah, I believe in a higher power.
You believe there's a being?
No, we believe it's like all around you. It's just in you. It's not. It's like. I think in Jewish culture it's even like matter. Like it's just like
really.
It's just. I think so. I don't think it's a being.
Were you raised religious?
No, but high holidays, and like I went like and I like fast on Yom Kippur and shit. Like, but I know we don't have hell. I know that we only have heaven.
I gotta check with my girlfriend on this.
No, we don't have hell.
I know the Jews don't have hell.
Yeah,
but I don't. There is no like. There's no leader. There's no guy. Like there's no guy that they like that's the guy. There's no God. It's
no, we
like,
have God.
You have
but
God.
We have God. And it's like, but it's not like described as like, I mean, I guess it kind of is described as like but it's not like a guy with like a beard and like
right.
He doesn't have any physical attributes.
Do you think Judaism is the best religion?
I think all religions are actually just made because everyone's afraid to die.
Mm.
And it's something to hold on to and give us like spirit but yeah, like I think but I believe, you know what I really believe in? Yeah. I believe that like it's rad if anyone has something that they believe in that they're like truly like ride or die for, and I think that's cool. I like if you're like, you know, if you're fucking Christian or you're Jewish or you're atheist, whatever it is. Like as long as you're down for something and you ride for it and you're not hurting other people, I'm cool.
Right.
I'm cool with that in like any regard. Like if a human being is like, as long as you're not like hurting people or hurting yourself, like you're cool by me.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I don't really put too much thought into like it's like just be a good person.
Yeah, you're just a vibe. Your religion is just vibes. Have cool vibes.
No, just be just be like a good person.
That's a tall
like,
order though, right?
If you're a dickhead, like I don't want you in my life.
Totally.
And so I cut out people. Like my circle just gets smaller and smaller.
100%.
You know, when you're young, you know, it's so funny. Like I'll talk to people and they'll be like, oh my God, this person's like my best friend. I'm like that person, like Maddie's a new friend to me and I've known him for 8 years.
Yeah.
Like I've known my friend since I was like 5.
Yeah.
Don't you have like long relationships with friends?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like people will hang out with someone for 2 weeks and say they're their best friend.
No.
LA's fucked up.
No. I don't like that shit.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, it's complete. Like
I instantly hate you.
Like I cringe at people saying that they love me if they don't if it hasn't been declared. Like, don't tell me you love me. You don't love me. Are you gonna come like nurse me to health? Like, don't say that.
Like I wouldn't say I love you.
No,
because I don't know you.
No, you don't know me well enough. Like, I could be a piece of shit.
Yeah, you know when someone like you like barely know, they're like, all right, I love you. I'll see you later, and I'm just like,
something happens inside me where I go like, this
you know what I say? I say love. Like I just don't say.
It's so non-committal. Love.
Yeah, I go love. Like it just comes out of me. I don't even think about it. But like someone like it's like, how can I like love you? Like love you is such a crazy thing. Like,
it's so
would
heavy.
you guys say I love you or no?
What, me and him?
Yeah.
No, we don't tell each other we love each other. No.
You wouldn't though?
No, it would have to be.
What if it's like you're like leaving him for like 6 months and you're like, I love you, man.
No,
or you wouldn't say that.
No.
You say it to Maddie, you would say I love you.
Yeah.
Maddie says I love you to me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I think probably it's been exchanged, but like I begrudgingly say that to people, and I know that it's currency and it's how people communicate, but
yeah. Do you say it to anyone?
Yeah, of course.
Okay,
I mean, yeah, no. But like I'm not gonna like, I don't know. I feel like it's a lot of things are thrown around.
It's crazy. People throw stuff around way too lightly.
Love and legend and hero and like the
legend.
Yeah, people are like, you're a legend. And you're like,
yeah, that's crazy.
And you're like, no one's a legend.
Yeah, what does that even mean?
Yeah,
like you're a legend, man.
Yeah.
Like
or it's like this very like there's something that shifted where it's like when I was younger, everyone was very standoffish and very kind of mean to each other.
Yeah.
And then it shifted to like everyone's overly nice.
Yeah.
And like kind of full of shit. And it's like almost kind of rather you like maybe just be a dick about it and like have to earn it.
Yeah, you know? A legend's like Moses. Like a legend's not like some guy you met at like a bar in East LA.
Yeah. Like a legend, you know, or like calling someone a genius. You're like, no. Yeah. Like Einstein was a genius.
Yeah, like a genius. Like how many like so many people are called genius. How many geniuses do you know? Not that many, right?
No. It's really smart people who are outside the spectrum of intelligence on the high end of it. Yes, and like really creative but like geniuses? No, like changing the world? No.
Yeah. You know Lil Dicky, he asked his parents, he says, do you think I'm a creative genius?
Recently.
And he asks them all the time. He's like, do you think I'm a creative genius? And his mom goes, she's like, genius? Like, and he's like, no, he's like, it's not like up for debate anymore. He's like, I like make like huge songs. He's like, I have a huge television show. He's like, you could say I'm a creative genius. She's like, honey, genius, like creative genius. And she won't say it.
Yeah.
And his dad goes, he's like, well, I guess so. Like they won't even, and it's the one thing he wants his parents to say, and they won't do it.
What would it take for them to say he's a genius?
I don't know. No, not a genius, a creative genius.
A creative genius.
I don't know. Would your parents say you're a creative genius? Or they'd be like, stop calling me.
I think that I don't know. I don't know if they've ever said it was a genius.
Did they ever said are your parents proud of you?
Yes, they're proud of me now.
Yeah.
But I wasn't raised in like a home where things were nurtured or properly. Like it wasn't like I was raised in this place where they're like, you're a great guy and you're going to do great things. It's just chaos. Yeah. So like, when the dust settled and I climbed out of everything and I made good. Yeah, they're proud of me.
Just at all times. You have siblings?
Yeah, I have half siblings. I have a half brother.
No real.
Well, they're real. They're real people. Yeah. They're connected to me. Do you have siblings? You have a brother?
I have a brother and then
who loves heroin.
Step sibling. No, my brother's clean.
He's good, yeah.
My brother turned his life. He's a legend.
He's a legend.
He is a legend.
He's a ledge.
He's a legend. He's a legend. I would say I'd be like, wow, like you really.
What does your brother do?
He does music stuff.
Oh, he does.
Yeah, he's a manager.
Oh, okay.
But like we did. Whoa.
Look who it is. Look who came to say hi. Omar. She can't hear anything.
So how can she see how to get around?
She sees like up close. Like,
Put her on the table.
And she sniffs.
Do you think she would eat any of this shit?
Oh, she would kill all of this.
Can we give her one carrot or no?
Yeah, carrot's fine. Yeah. I don't know if she'll eat the carrot.
Here,
actually.
I'll eat most of it.
You gotta get it right in front of her. She can't really see.
How old is she?
She's like 13.
She's a
maybe
legend,
14.
right? Or not really.
She's legendary. I don't know if she's a legend. What would it take to make a shih tzu a legend? I don't know.
She's really cool.
She's a cool dog. Great dog.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah.
Like, see, if I was running your podcast, it'd be a whole different thing. Dog center, Dr. Nipples heavy. That's it. You guys gone.
Yeah. You're probably right. It would probably crush.
It's like the graffiti thing. You don't even have to be there. They're doing your tag for you.
They do it for you. Yeah. Make what is it? Work harder, not work smarter, not harder.
Is your dog just gonna walk off the table?
No, but she's made some questionable jumps recently.
Really?
Like the other day, she just like, she's old, so she hops up on the couch and hops off. The other day, she's on the arm and she just jumped off. I'm like, what are you doing?
Was she okay?
She was okay, but I don't think she can.
Oh wait, she
sustain
really can't see
too many
or
of those.
hear.
No, she can't. Look.
So.
Nothing. Hey. She hears certain things though.
She smells a little strange.
Yeah, she. The thing about her too is that she's due for a grooming. She's a little messy right now, but I give her a bath and 2 days later she stinks because she's old.
Smells like poop.
Like what?
Like poop a little. Like, so she stinks immediately.
Yeah, it's like old dog oil. Oh, mama, I'm sorry.
She's so cute. I think it might actually be like the salmon or something that stinks, or one of those.
Yeah, I don't think she smells that bad.
You
It's probably one of those things you crack.
Yeah, are you gonna be sad when she passes?
Yeah, but ready.
Ready? My dog's old too. My dog's like 12 or 13 too.
What kind of dog is it?
French bulldog.
Oh yeah.
I got 2 dogs. One of them's like 7 or 8.
Are you gonna be sad?
It's my first dog.
Yeah.
Is this your first dog?
My first owned. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's my first dog that I owned. Like, yeah, I mean, dude, she's been through the whole thing. She's been through like my whole like rise and everything. Like I got her when I was like 18, 19.
Oh my God.
Maybe 19.
Wow.
No, 20. I got her when I was 20 or 21.
It's crazy to think that the lifespan of these dogs, what they've seen, what they've witnessed in your life.
She's trying so hard to jump off.
No, she's just trying to get some food.
She's
It's amazing what they witness though, right?
Yeah.
You don't think about it. I'm like, I'll look at a picture of Omar from like 10 years ago. I'm like, well, fuck. Like I've changed so much. I've been through so much with this dog.
It is him that smells like that. He smells old. It's not the poop. He smells very old.
She's old. She is. She's old. She's old.
She just smell. Yeah. How does she smell so old?
She's just old.
Did she always smell old?
Does your dog? You have a team.
One of my dogs smells old. One of them smells like poop all the time.
Does it always smells like shit?
Yeah.
Do you still let him on the bed?
I let him everywhere.
Yeah.
You
got to.
So can you see me? Okay, so now this is the worst podcast.
Now
right?
it's degenerated.
It's crazy.
It's falling apart.
I do. Should we get to some? Is there anything else? Who are you calling now? Wait, the dog's gonna jump. Wait, so you answer him?
What?
Oh, you called me too. Never mind. The podcast
potting.
is terrible.
No, it's really good.
I asked him. I asked him if he.
Hi, Mackie boy. What's up, man?
I asked him if he believed in God, and then we talked about the J.
Do you believe in God?
I believe in a God.
Do you? What does God do?
A God is a person that is up in the clouds.
Finish your thought. You don't ask for a toy while you're talking about seeds.
Mac,
To Santa Claus?
Mac, Uncle Benny says God is energy and he doesn't have a beard. So I don't know about that.
Wait,
What?
Mac. You know what God is?
Uncle Benny wants to talk to you. Come here.
Mac, you know what God is? Oh my God.
Uncle Benny, what?
Mac, you know what God is? God's a shark tooth. That's what God is.
God is a shark tooth, a megalodon shark tooth.
No, it isn't.
It's not?
Yeah, it's a God. It's a ghost.
It's a ghost? Maddie, what are you teaching him over there? God's a ghost?
I don't know. He learns it from school. I don't teach him anything.
They teach you about God in school. They're like, God's a ghost.
We talked about going to jail. We talked about
school, you know?
Maddie, all we talked about this episode was jail, going to jail, God, and how
Graffiti
and graffiti and how Two-Tone really wants to get out of this apartment and change the blinds.
Well, you should change. The blinds are a bit dismal. It's like 2 carpets.
I know. So that's
I just
all.
haven't gotten around
That's
to
all.
it.
This honestly,
But I
this.
think the thing is, he likes living in pain. He won't treat himself to a nice apartment. But that is a nice apartment.
Do you want to know what he's?
He needs to buy a house.
Do you want to know what he's
gonna-
eating? Do you want to know what he's eating every day? He eats these disgusting these disgusting plates of like paleo food bowls. They're insane. You want to see? You want look at look at this. It stinks. Look at this. Look at this thing. Wait, Maddie, are you still dieting? Are you still dieting?
You know, there's.
Yeah.
I just ate half a chicken finger sub,
Oh, okay.
and I'm just having a mental health week. I'm at the farm, and you know, I treated myself to a chicken finger sub, but still, like, you know, no pops, no refined sugars. And I just ate chicken finger sub, so that was fucked.
Yeah. What?
But I'm trying to eat good. I'm still doing my intermittent fasting. Like, I only
No.
eat 1 in 7.
So dumb.
You're not. Don't see. What are you doing?
What am
What are you
I?
doing? That's so great, Benny.
What am I doing?
You're just eating uni.
No.
Your diet's just uni. Do you have solid poops, or is it just uni poops?
This dog smells so old. It's crazy.
Dude, that dog is as old as dust.
This dog's like 2 times the age of Mac. How old's Mac now?
He's 5.
This dog is over 2 times Mac's age. Mac's 5. Mac's like 6 feet tall.
Mac is
Dude,
gigantic.
Mac,
Mac is gigantic.
Mac's not 5.
come here.
No, Mac's bigger. Mac's like 8, right?
Mac is about as big as.
No, Mac's
he's,
not 5.
Let me see your muscles.
He's almost as big as Benny.
No, Mac's not 5. No, he's not.
Mac, how old are you?
5.
What? Mac's 5?
Mac, you're a
I
beast.
I thought Mac was like 12.
Half moose.
Get on my toy data.
Wait, Mac's not 12?
Yeah, no worries.
Can you get my
The what?
data? Can you get my
Mac's
data
not
out?
12?
Mac, who's on the gator? Jackie?
Can't even talk.
Jackie's on the gator.
My toy.
Your toy
This is the
gator? Oh my
worst
God.
podcast.
You're gonna have to edit this one.
I will. I'll go in a second.
Don't. He doesn't have to go.
Yes, it is.
He's like, it's like the heavy
You're not. You
thing.
can't get in trouble with his people. What are they gonna do? They're
No,
gonna
no, I
fight.
have like 5 minutes.
He's got 5 minutes.
Yo, this is the worst episode we've ever done. And
That's impossible. Our last episode was the worst one, with me just being sad.
no, do you know what?
That was a bad episode.
No, honestly, I told him best version of your show, dog in the center, Dr. Nipples, and Heavy. Neither one of you guys are even on it.
That was the best episode of any podcast.
That
ever.
was the best.
So this podcast this isn't as bad as the last one.
No, because it's not sad. It's
The last
funny.
one was worse.
Well, there's just one of me and Maddie where I had COVID and he was sad, and we're just like, and I just started actually interviewing Maddie and talking about his life.
How are you now? You have no COVID.
Yeah,
I'm good.
I hope he doesn't have COVID. Did you test negative?
No, but I did the quarantine and I'm good. I didn't retest. What do you mean? I'm straight.
You didn't retest. How long
Yeah,
has it
it's-
been?
If you do
How
10
many
days,
days has
you're
it
in.
been?
It's been a couple weeks now. 7 months. No, I
How
did.
many days?
It's definitely been 2 weeks since I got it, and you do 10 days of quarantine, and then you're not spreading after that. You're not shedding
Did you
anymore.
eat this thing?
I've licked everything in this house. You
Did
know.
I just get COVID?
Yeah, no, you don't have anything.
You sure?
Yeah,
Maddie, did I just get COVID?
I'm tired of holding this phone. Like,
Did I
oh,
just
look at Mac. Look at Mac on the little.
Did I just get COVID for
ATV.
this dumbass episode?
for the best episode of all of our lives? No,
This
you
one-
didn't. You didn't get
This one's
COVID.
bad,
You're fine.
Right?
It was actually really good.
No, this
Yeah.
one's bad. We didn't even do anything.
Bring Mac on. No, it was good.
Really?
Yeah, it was good.
It was good.
Yeah. We had a good episode. Benny's in his head. He thinks we
I'm
fucked
in
it
my
up.
head. I'm like heavy.
Yeah.
I'm like
Who
heavy.
fucked it up?
Nobody fucked it up. It was great. We had a great
I'm in my
conversation.
head. Maddie, when do you
Next
come
time
down
we do the
here?
pod, I'm gonna kill it because I'm so sick of everybody saying that I'm shit.